Punishing is achieved by attacking the recovery frames of certain actions your opponent inputs. Almost every input is punishable in this game. Hold dodges, tap dodges, light attacks, focus attacks, character skills, etc. Punishing can be done mostly after you manage to hold dodge or armor an attack, or simply evade an attack by knowing its range. When you hold dodge an attack, you have time to react to your opponent's next step. Keep in mind, there's a lot more scenarios. These are just the basics so you can get the idea. Let's start with dodge punishes. This one can be broken down to two types since there are two types of dodges: tap dodges and hold dodges. Tap dodging can be punished by either predicting when your opponent will use a tap dodge, or by reacting to it. Instead of overcommitting after your stagger expires, you can delay your attack and wait what your opponent does. This can be applied after strings that you know are not true, or when you think your opponent will tap dodge. Like after they miss a parry, a focus attack, or they just panic tap dodge when you reach focus release stage. Tap dodges have recovery frames at the end of the animation where you're vulnerable for a split second. For this to work, most of the time you have to hold dodge at the same time your opponent tap dodges, so you get the necessary range and attack speed advantage. Let's move on to hold dodge punishes. Hold dodges are a bit harder to punish, but there are certain situations where people tend to use hold dodges, like after you hold dodge or armor their light attack. Or you hold dodge their focus attack. It's similar to punishing tap dodges. Now let's go over to punishing focus attacks. After every focus attack, there are brief recovery frames where your opponent can be staggered. Punishing focus attacks can be achieved by either hold dodging their focus attack, or by knowing the range of their focus attacks and hold dodging after the attack ends. Finally, light attack punishes. Similarly to the other techniques, you want to attack the recovery frames. This can be achieved mostly by focus armoring and releasing your light attack when your opponent enters recovery frames. If your attack misses because your opponent hold dodges it, you can start holding again and release after they attack you. You can punish simple misses too. Alright, I think that's it for today. I hope you learned something. I probably didn't cover everything, so feel free to share your ideas in the comment section and I'll maybe do another one. Big kisses.